are you now, or were you ever an ABBA fan in the past, growing up? That kind
Yes, I was watching the clips, and I looked at him, I said, is your life, you know, I look at it, and your life is repeating itself. Moments that you had at puberty, not, you know, always the most pleasant ones, but you have ABBA, and it makes it all okay.
They were there in the background, some incredible tunes.
They were through some incredible situations.
Music. Hey, congratulations on the new movie. You're over here in the UK for the premiere of The Proposal, a new romantic comedy starring the beautiful Sandra Bullock and some good-looking bloke in it as well. What's his name?
Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds. He's a good-looking young man you have, obviously, there in the film.
He's not just good-looking, but very bright.
Nice character. But
yes, actual funny nakedness occurred of smashing bodies.
you know, I don't want to make it seem like I'm obsessing with this, but it happens 54 minutes into the movie.
Does it really?
Yeah, I checked. And I did AQA. How long into the movie? Is that 54 minutes? Someone sat down and made a note of that. How long does that take to shoot, that kind of scene? Do you rush through that more quickly, or do you relax?
You'd like to. I've never really shot myself naked and had it publicly viewed before, so this was a whole new thing for me. I know others have.
You ever done any home movies with boyfriends, that kind of thing?
That's what I was referring to when I said others have.
Okay, so you have been in those kind of situations?
Have not.
Okay, you have
not. Not to my knowledge.
I'm not sure where we are now. This is like
I don't either. It's not really sketchy territory. We might want to just step back into the place.
If you want to know, just in case you want to know, I did do some.
Did you?
Yeah, I shot myself with my wife. She didn't know one time I hid the camera. Is that creepy? Is that wrong?
How did she feel about that?
She made me tape over it.
I don't blame her. I don't blame... Because if you really think about it, if I saw myself doing the things you do, it's probably really not that good looking.
Yeah, I'm not... I thought I was like a professional.
I know, you think you're so hot. I know. That's right. Yeah. That's how you... It's like...
I'm just speaking in a stranger's voice.
Thank you. We all do.
I speak a bit like that. It's more like, go on, baby. Where was that? I was taken over by someone.
That's why she wanted you to tape over
That's why she wanted to divorce me when she found out. Well, unfortunately, I talked her down from that. Okay, now, you wouldn't think it to look at Sandra, but she's 67 years old, ladies and gentlemen.
Unbelievable. She's actually 65.
She doesn't look a day over 39.
Yeah.
But no, you've been making movies for One Hollywood, and yet still you're a leading lady, and that's quite an accomplishment.
It's shocking. That's where I think enjoying comedy and not being a sex symbol comes in very handy.
But you are still something of a sex symbol?
No, it all comes off in the shower.
You look so good in this movie. You look so good.
Good lighting. As our DP said, every morning we would take photographs, you know, of the scene before the hair and makeup, and I would have the plastic surgery board, and I'd take a Sharpie and say, this is what Sandy needs to work on right now. And he looked at me very honestly, and he said, you and I are proof that good lighting works.
You don't need the good lighting.
I had the good lighting, and I have it here.
You look great here, and there isn't great lighting here. Trust me, that's why I look so bad.
You actually look very good.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I've got a movie I'd like to show you, which I was meant to have taped over. The voice is a bit odd. You've never done the work. You don't have work done. You haven't done that.
But when they do like a full body one, we can get it all done at once. I'm going to do that.
But I'm glad you haven't, because when people have work done, they never look right again. I don't think. I mean,
I was accused of it, and then I was like, and where would that have happened? And I was like, well, don't you think I would have started here, and then moved to maybe here, and then some of this? But that's what a nice tight ponytail is for. Just keep tightening the ponytail.
I pulled you right back. Yeah. All right, let me ask you, and this is in no way related to the last question. Okay. Let me ask you about working with Hugh Grant, because I'm a big Hugh Grant fan.
As am I.
You invited him to your wedding, I believe, is that right?
I did.
Which I wouldn't imagine you would invite a lot of people. He's only close.
No, everyone we could invite was there.
Yeah, okay.
Because we didn't tell them we were getting married. We just asked people to show up for a barbecue.
No, really?
We said whoever shows up is supposed to be there.
And was this, so you kept it secret, what, so the press didn't know?
Yeah, well, we kept it secret, so the press wouldn't be there. Yeah.
Now,
I don't know the press, so I didn't want them there.
I've seen a photograph of your husband. He's what I would consider a real man.
He is, well, he's my man.
Yeah. He's your man, but he's kind of like, look, there he is.
Very much.
Is that him? That's your husband?
Yes.
He's a good-looking man, but look at that. He's a proper, like, a kind of a tough-looking guy. He's not an actor, is he, I believe?
No, thank God. Yeah, that's him.
Now, his name is Jesse James,
Yes, it is. He's from the family. Each family that has a son names their first son Jesse James. They usually don't go by it. They use a middle name, but he was the only Jesse.
So he is related to the Jesse James, the gunslinger?
Yes, that makes me like a gun mole of some
kind. Gun mole?
Yeah.
That's incredible,
It's kind of sexy, isn't it?
It's very sexy, but what a reremarkable story that
Isn't that wild?
To be in that family.
I know. What do you get for that?
I don't know.
Nothing.
People... I have a photograph of this tattoo.
Oh, I know you don't.
Well, Sandra wouldn't tell us where it was, and I thought I'd try and bluff it out of her.
Yeah. Unless, again, I didn't know I was being recorded.
Where is the tattoo? You want to tell us? But in a way, it's worth not telling us, because then we're going to think it's on your punami.
It's not. No, it's not down here. In my what?
I just made up a new word, punami. I know. I got excited talking about where. I meant where is it? I don't know.
Don't stop.
What is this? I'm going to stop.
That's like a combination of tsunami and poo-tang.
It's a whole new thing.
It's a whole new thing.
Anyway, but it's not on a rude... It's not on a private...
I don't find it rude, but it is in a place that's fairly covered. And as you see me, you know, in this area, I got it from my mother right before she passed away. And I got it in a place that... me and only people who want to go there. But I got it right over my heart, so it's in that breastus area.
And it was for your mother?
For my mom.
Oh,
yeah.
That's what a sweet thing.
Yeah. She loved it. She did.
That's sweet.
She was very like this, but then I said, I got, you know, tattoo. She's like, you have a tattoo, let me see. And so it was like, sir, I was being the rebel for her. Something that I think she always wanted to do, so.
What a lovely thing.
Yeah, that's it, no more.
Hey, your family's obviously very important to you.
Yes.
And also your life outside. I know you seem to spend part of the time in New York or LA, New York, and then the rest of the time you live in Austin, Texas. Is that right?
Yeah. It's like a little sanctuary, and you know, LA's been great for work, but I just don't do well there. Yeah. And I was sort of looking for a place where I could honestly go and just be myself, and you're not where cameras are, and you're not where that is, where you can grow as a person if you so choose to, and not be... You know,
but I get the feeling you're someone who likes to be occupied. You don't strike me as someone who just lolls around.
No.
So what do you do with your time when you're there? You must have hobbies or pursuits or businesses?
I have an obsession of, what's a hobby? An obsession of restoring old buildings. I love preserving architecture that represents the history. And I think that probably comes from having lived in Europe. You have gorgeous architecture that people just live in day to day, and in the United States, we don't have that much. So.
Incredible buildings over there that go back centuries, of course.
So beautiful, and we don't have that much of that. So when I find it and I see it, a great artist created something that's not being cared for, I just feel the need to get my paws on it. It's very pricey.
And do you do it yourself? You go and you actually do some of the work yourself, or just...
a little bit, but I love pulling various artists together and you know, just saying how can we get this building back to, you know, but I sign the checks myself.
Yeah. How long are you staying here in town for before you go off? I guess you have to go
we'll finish tonight, and then I go off to Goodwood, where my husband is. They're doing a big racing, and they shipped his car out. So
wow, so he's racing.
I think they're doing sort of demonstrations of car, but they brought his Baja trophy truck out, so I get to be part of his world for a little bit.
Well, congratulations. That's going to be great fun for you.
I'm so excited to be done with this. Not you, because I'm actually having a really nice time.
Good.
But it's done with my work, and now we get to enjoy his.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're going to head off, I know, but will you join me in saying thank you to the lovely Sandra Bullock?
This is wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.